I'm Maple Moon. Welcome to the channel. For this first episode, I thought it would be lots of fun to take inspiration from some fun summer drinks since we're finally getting into summertime and design characters based on them. Jumping right in, we've got a pink drink. It was very sweet when we got it. It was a little bit more mild compared to some of the drinks that come up later on. This was definitely my favorite one, probably because of that. So for the character, I wanted to make something that was really sweet with nice vibes to make you be like, ah, so lovely. Something that was very nice and cute to look at. So I wanted to make her pose be like sitting, where she just looks very calm and content. For her outfit, I was inspired by lots of the cute photos I've seen on Pinterest. Oh, lovely Pinterest, I love it. So I decided to do a cute little skirt for her and just like a lot of cute things you'll see coming up in just a second. For her hair, I wanted to capture the nice creaminess of some of the froth on top of the drink, so I made her hair really light and fluffy to capture that. I thought that'd be a nice little fun touch to add. And then for some of the rest of her design, I did originally a full long jacket because I wanted to capture how smooth and creamy the drink was, but then that ended up covering up a lot of the rest of the outfit I wanted to keep, so I changed it to a little cutoff jacket later on, so I hope that still shows some of the nice smooth and creaminess. For what the drink has, it was a strawberry acai base with coconut milk and freeze-dried strawberries, which I loved so much. I love anything strawberry. Oh, it's so good. So this one was lovely. I will be getting it many times in the future. For some more about her outfit, the little bits on the side of her skirt are supposed to look some like the freeze-dried strawberries in the drink. And then for the edges of her jacket, I tried to make them look like the green leaves on strawberries to capture that part of the drink. And then overall, I did a very pastel and cute pink color palette, mainly just what the drink had and then just the pop of green from the strawberries, also to add a little bit of contrast to her design. And then here I'm adding in some of the shading to make it pop a little bit and just make the drawing look a little bit nicer. And of course also make it look a little bit more like the drink and look more realistic. And yeah, I decided to do some nice little straps on her shoes as well. I haven't really talked about that yet, because I thought it would be very cute, and also it could kind of look like the freeze-dried strawberries being little pops of color. And yeah, this is her in the end. I hope you like her. This next drink is a limited edition summer drink, which was lots of fun to try out, and we were excited to see what it would be since it was limited time. It was incredibly sweet. It consisted of raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry flavors with coconut milk as a base, and what I thought was really fun was raspberry pearls at the bottom, which were kind of like boba, and they would explode in your mouth as you ate them, which was lots of fun. And overall, the drink was super bright and summery, which is what I'm trying to convey in the character design. I thought it'd be fun to do a boy since we haven't done a boy yet, and I wanted him to look like he's out running in the sun and he's super high energy, ready to do whatever you want and have a fun time. So I tried to give him an energetic pose and that kind of expression. And then for the overall design, I just wanted it to look very summery and sweet and just energetic overall. So one fun thing is originally when we got the drink, we had gotten it a day before with a lemonade base, and it was insanely sweet. It was lemonade with all these like crazy sweet flavors, and it was fun to try out, but it was a lot. So we got it again with the coconut milk base, and it was much better and much creamier. And I tried to show that again in his design by the color palette, by keeping it nice and light and bubbly. And then also I added these little fluffy bits on the bottom of his jacket, which I thought helped to look like the cloudiness in the drink. And you can see at the bottom of his jeans, I added little embroidery that looks like flowers and bubbles to look like the raspberry pearls, which I thought would be a little fun touch. Also, the reason for the flared jeans was as you ate the raspberry pearls, they would explode in your mouth. So I wanted to look like the jeans were exploding out a little bit, which I thought was fun to do. I could have made it a little more extreme, but I think it was fun still. And then for the color palette, I really wanted it to just look like, if you squint, he would just look like the same color palette as the drink, exactly. So I wanted him to look like that overall. So I debated giving him pink hair because I thought that might be a good addition for just a character design, but it would not capture the whole drink overall, so I kept it blue, so it can go light blue, and then pink at the bottom. And yeah, here I'm just adding some shading to make him pop a little bit, and also I added him holding the drink, which I thought would be fun because I would think that as he's drinking it, he's feeling very excited from all the sugar and the caffeine, which is fun. And here's him in the end. I hope you like him. Alright, for this last drink, we're gonna be shaking things up a bit. Please welcome in my sister!
Hi! Happy
Woo!
to be here! So for this third drink, it was a dragon fruit drink. It has mango, freeze-dried dragon fruit, and coconut milk. As I was brainstorming what I wanted to do for this character, I decided I wanted her to be tropical themed, so I went with a swimsuit and a fun summery vibe. I pulled in some references from Pinterest of a mango and a dragon fruit, and I decided to try to incorporate those into her design. So you can see she has quite spiky hair, and she has a dragon's tail and horns based on the dragon fruit, which I thought was cute. You'll be able to see that her shoes also have spikes coming off of them that are based on the little spikes of the dragon fruit. For her expression, I worked on this for a little bit, and I played around with a few brushes before I settled into one, but I wanted her to look fun and feisty and like she had a lot of energy, which was based on the taste of the drink. The drink was strong. It was a lot stronger than the other two that we tried. It had a powerful flavor, and I wanted to work with that into a strong, powerful character that really seemed to have quite a force of personality. So I wanted to work with that in the pose as well. You can see she's running along the beach, and I wanted her outfit to have a bit of flair to it, so I did some ruffles along the top of the top piece of the bathing suit and along the bottom of the bottom piece. I also have some straps on her hips that I thought conveyed a bit of a fun, feisty personality. And I have spikes on her tail that also match her hair and her shoes with the dragon fruit. I pulled in colors from the dragon fruit drink. I tried to match the pink exactly to the drink, and then the colors for her hair I pulled from the fruit and from the mango's orange-red gradient. And then the spikes on her and on the hair, I wanted to have the neon green of the dragon fruit. And it was a bit hard to balance that color with the bright purple of the drink and of the swimsuit, but I think by pushing everything into a really warm, saturated summer tone, I was able to pull it off. I pulled in some bright lighting to make it look like she was out in a bright, summery day, and I'm very happy with how she turned out in the end. I think she looks like a fun character. I think her design conveys the drink, and I think I can quite tell her personality from the way that she looks in the end. Here's what she looks like in the end. I was really happy with her. I pulled in a fun summery background so you can see her running along the beach.
Yes, I love the color palette so much. All of mine are really pastel. It looks really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of our interpretations of the drinks as characters.
Let us know which one was your favorite in the comments.
Bye! See you next time!